Hello, everyone. I'm Chris.
And this is Milton with the Sports Truth.
The truth will set you free.
Yes. All right, we're entering week 4. But before we get to those games, I'd like to talk about last night's game and then also talk a little bit baseball playoffs because they're around the corner.
You owe me an apology.
What's that? For what?
Well, those texts. What?
Yeah,
They're going
I know. You said the Bengals had about a 55% chance of winning, and that's what it ended up being.
Yep.
That's why I stayed away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, on that game, I didn't want to... I don't know. There was just something about the game that sort of freaked me out.
Thursday night funnies.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a Thursday night game, the short week. But there's just something that was telling me that Trevor Lawrence sort of wanted some revenge because Burrow had beaten him in the national championship game 2 years ago.
Again.
Yeah, and then Burrow beats him again.
The double beat down.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw 7-0, I wasn't too surprised. And then it was 14-0. I mean, this is at Cincinnati.
I'm still calm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I came home late last night, and so NFL Network was replaying the game, and I'm watching it, and then Trevor Lawrence throws this bomb. And the guy's at like the 10-yard line, and I'm thinking, well, they should score here, at least a field goal. They end up going for it on 4th and 1 at the goal line.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I mean, it's Urban Meyer sort of playing college ball when he should be playing pro ball. College ball is, okay, let's put the quarterback in shotgun and then have sort of a quarterback draw or play.
QB run.
QB run, which is more common now than before.
Still not as fast as Murray or Lamar.
No. But, I mean, why not put all 6'5", what is he, probably like 240, 230, underneath center and just, like, push him forward. QB sneak. You're not stopping Trevor Lawrence at that. So, I think up 21-0, the Jags would have won that game. It ended up being a 24-21 game. Burrow looked really good. He's got this nice soft touch on his passes. So, yeah.
That's why I was 55%.
Yeah.
Because it had to be a game winning. That was one of my sims in my head. Was Burrow was going to do a very end of the game winning drive, field goal at the end. So that's why I was like 55%.
Yeah.
Because you could get picked or fumble or something during the drive, and then the Jags win.
ESPN said 69%.
Well, ESPN is bad. Never rely on them. They're almost always wrong, and they suck.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
too bad.
Disney.
They were going to pick up our show. Now you ruined it.
I don't want to get picked up by them. I'd rather go with your boy who went to his own show now.
Oh, Colin Cowherd?
No. What was his name again? Oh, man. The one that you really like.
Oh, Max Kellerman?
Yeah, Max Kellerman has his own show.
But he's still on ESPN.
But he has his own show.
He has his own show, yeah.
Yeah. But,
what I did see with Trevor Lawrence is I was sort of starting to write him off and think, like, you know what, maybe he isn't what everyone...
Not 3rd and 15 when he got that.
Yeah. Maybe he isn't what everybody thinks he is. That he had some of those nice passes, and, finally, Urban Meyer's, from the couple of plays I saw, using some of his run ability. So, I mean, even though the Jags are probably one of the worst teams, I'm not sure if I have them 31 or 32nd in my power rankings.
You did, right? Didn't you have them at 32nd?
Yeah.
You did.
Was them or the Jets? No, I had them 31st because
at
least
the
they tried.
Yeah, the Jets got shut out. You're right.
Yeah.
But overall, though, he can make really good throws, like that sideline throw. My God.
He just doesn't have much surrounding him right now.
Yeah.
And then he's got a rookie coach. So
the double rookie.
Yeah.
This is to be expected, right?
Right. So good for the Bengals. They're now 3-1 and
somehow.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are
and that spot that was supposed to go to the Steelers looks like it might be going to the Bengals. I think that they're still going to fall short. They're probably going to have some tough teams to play. I mean, when they play the Ravens and they play the Browns, I don't know if they're going to win any of those type of series.
You never know.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see.
So next game.
Yes. Oh, well, not next game. We'll get into that in a little bit. So touch on baseball. Baseball playoffs are just around the corner.
The thing I lost interest in because the Padres
I know the
lost.
Padres. Yeah, this is where I pick up my interest because I don't really watch baseball all year. There's 162 games. I'm already committed to football and other things in my life.
Yeah.
So
just sports. That's all you.
Yeah. So with baseball, I start with the playoffs. You know, because every pitch, every at bat means something. I'm glad to see the Giants are back in the thick of it. It's been a while. The early 2010s, I think, from like 10 to 2015, they won 3 out of 5 years.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I recognize some of the players like Buster Posey and Brandon Belt, but man, a lot of the other new players, I guess I'll get to know this time around. So I'm totally hoping that the way it is right now is that the San Francisco Giants. I don't think they've quite won the NL West because that's still up for grabs. But so what it is the Dodgers are just back a couple games, just 2 games. So basically, whoever wins the NL West gets invited into the playoffs and plays their 7-game series or 5-game series. I don't know what it is on the first round.
I don't know either.
But the Dodgers, what they'll have to do is they'll get the wild card and have to play the St. Louis Cardinals, who I think they won 17 or 18 games in a row before they lost the other day. So I would like nothing more than the Cardinals taking out the Dodgers, at which point the Giants, they own the Cardinals. So, and then, if you win 17, 18 in a row, I mean, they had a 5% chance of getting into the playoffs back in like August. Jeez. And then it took them having to win 17, 18 games in a row just to get in to the playoffs as a wild card. So I was talking to some Padre fans and I'm like, hey, you don't mind your Padres losing, right, to the Giants? So because then that means that the Giants win the NL West and the Dodgers have to get the last wild card spot and play just one game, which is sort of messed up. And they're like, oh, yeah. He's like, I hate the Dodgers, and like I'd much rather have the Giants. So, yeah. Padres fans, I know it goes against everything you think. But, yes, please cheer for the Giants so that the Dodgers could somehow
get a crappier spot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, for sure. I mean, and you know what? I don't like if I could change the rule, I would. I don't really know anybody in baseball. But... They should at least be a 3-game series, I mean, the best of 3. That way you have a shot. The whole, they both have over 100 wins. So the 2 best teams happen to be in the same division. But, yeah, and then I think the Dodgers play the Brewers, who are another playoff team. So it's looking more and more like the Giants winning that. So I can't wait to watch some playoff baseball.
You're such a San Francisco homer in general, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
It's a beautiful town, beautiful city.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, we should go sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
It is one.
Got to show me around.
It is an amazing city.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, it's sort of the same way I feel about soccer. I don't watch the Premier League. I definitely don't watch MLS.
Me neither.
But there's something... Bless you.
Thank you.
COVID! Just kidding.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon. But I love watching World Cup. It's one of my favorites.
Man, you just love playoffs in general, don't you?
I do. It just means so much. I mean, every country. I mean, the games are amazing. So, put in the right perspective, I'll watch certain sports that I don't really care for. Yeah, the only one is football, which I'm going to watch every week.
American football.
Yeah, be involved. And basketball, too, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is how I'm going to do this week. We're going to talk about the Week 4 matchups and who's going to win. So the theme is going to be a classic Clint Eastwood movie. It's my dad's favorite.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
How'd you know?
Because it was on 2 days ago and I watched it.
Oh, was it?
I watched it with my dad.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it with my dad.
Perfect timing. Wow. Okay.
I knew it. The second you said that.
Did he see my notes?
I can't read upside down. I can't read chicken scratch either.
Okay. Yeah. I know. I have doctor's writing. I was supposed to be a doctor and I had the writing
sorry if I
down.
stole your panache. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the ugly.
There
yeah. Definitely an awesome Clint Eastwood movie. I mean, he's got so many to choose from. I mean, my favorite as a kid growing up was the Outlaw Josie Wales.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Fun fact, though. Fun fact. Good, the Bad, and Ugly is a prequel to Fistful of Dollars.
Okay, yeah.
No one really knows that. Not a lot of people know that.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
So it's not even a sequel, it's just a prequel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense considering
same character.
I've seen both of them. So all right. So obviously we're gonna start with the ugly.
Oh no.
Work our way to the bad and then the good.
Why you gotta do that guy dirty like that?
You know
the movie.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no one's. Yeah, after the good, everyone's gonna be like, really? Do we have to talk about those crappy games? Okay, so we're gonna talk about the ugly. There's 4 games in this category.
I'll do pick'ems for you if you want.
Okay, letting me know who's gonna win and stuff like that. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll give you our picks too as well.
Yeah.
All right, so the first game is the Colts at the Dolphins. Dolphins went into overtime and lost, and the Colts with Carson Wentz
2 glass ankles,
2 busted ankles. Yeah. So I mean, oh man, I mean you have Carson Wentz with his 2 busted ankles. They are in a current. This is their second road game in a row. Which next week they have to play the 3rd road game because of scheduling.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I mean, geez. First of all, they're like, here, play these 5 games. And by the way, in those 5 games, there's going to be 3 back-to-back road games. Yeah. And then on the other side, Tua is not playing, and you have Jacoby Brissett. I've heard from some people that's sort of an upgrade. Which I could see. I mean, he's more of a complete quarterback.
I mean, he tied with the Raiders until overtime.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I see him just slightly more than a game manager, but not quite.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just. Ooh.
I can do my pick'ems.
Okay. So
I got the Dolphins winning.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Dolphins too. I mean, Brian Flores is a good coach. He went into Foxborough, got a nice win. It wasn't his fault that Tua is fragile and small and got knocked out in the first quarter. And they gave the Raiders everything. They jumped on top of them, and then later on they got back in it. And then there was 3 field goals exchanged before the Raiders ended up winning. So
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just think there's this stat that says if you're a non-playoff team, I think we talked about this before. And you're on the road, every time you play, it's less and less. I mean, I want to say it starts off at 23%, and then it drops to 15%, and I'm sure by 3rd game, I mean,
probably in the single digits.
Single digits, yeah.
So not looking good for the Colts. Sorry, Colts.
So that's why it's an ugly game. You know, you got Carson Wentz
against
his
Brissett.
Busted body.
Brissett
against Jacoby Brissett.
No one's gonna pay to watch this. Come on.
Yeah, no, I think the Dolphins bounce back.
Yeah,
and they get the win. And I mean, the Colts season is over. When I saw their 5-game stretch, and then you combine that with Carson Wentz
not being good.
Now
he's injured.
I mean, take your choice. Do you want to talk about the mental part of his game? You know, do you want to talk about the physical injuries that he's dealing with? I mean, he came into camp and then his foot from a long time ago was busted. And
you've got the 3rd one, heart, willpower.
Yeah.
Does he really care? Does he have the will to slog through this? I don't think so.
There's a reason this is an ugly category.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it because
I got Dolphins winning 75% chance.
Okay. Yeah.
So a C, solid C.
Okay.
C minus.
All right. I don't want any part of that game as far as
stay away from that if you're doing betting. Everybody.
Exactly. I mean, all these games.
All the ugly.
If it's an ugly game,
do not.
Then it means This next game, you know, it's the Lions at the Bears.
Oh. Yeah. I got the Lions winning here.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's a pretty popular pick. I'm going to go with the Lions too. I mean, from what I've seen from everybody else, I mean, they are
biting ankles and knees.
Exactly.
They scared your Niners. Yeah. They were up on the Packers.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
They were the 66-yard field goal.
They forced the Ravens to kick a freaking world record field goal.
Yeah.
Come on. And it's against the hapless Bears.
And it was about a 2.5 second count, right? Before after the 0 clock.
Yeah, and it was still going because it was and it went doink and then in.
Yeah, and then the Bears on the other side.
God,
I mean, I know
so
they're
ugly.
playing at Chicago.
3 points. That's
And
it?
when your coach can't even commit to who's going to be playing, I'm not sure if it's like a strategy. Like, well, I'll tell them maybe all 3 of them could play. That way they have to prepare for all 3. Well, you know what? It doesn't take much preparation to play against any of these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Lions
I imagine Justin Fields has some PTSD. Is that what it's called?
From getting sacked 9 times.
Getting sacked 9 times.
I think the Lions are going to sack him a couple times.
Yeah, I
crap.
like the Lions in this one too, because at least there's a commitment on the part of Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I apologize, Dan Campbell. Yeah. So does Melton. We apologize for your weird.
I want to see what they do at the next level. Once they start winning games with the
ankle biters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got another solid C on this, 75%.
Okay.
But don't bet.
Yeah, exactly. Don't bet that.
Just
game.
saying though.
All right, next game is Washington
at
the Falcons.
Oh boy.
So the Falcons. Oh, I don't know what to say about them.
I got the Falcons winning 51%.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Heineke does well against bad teams, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's that 1% chance that it's a tie, or Heineke and the football team, because that's their name now apparently, wins.
Yeah,
it's just a bad.
These are
game.
Both these teams are at the bottom of their own division.
It's boring,
Yeah, for sure. Because obviously in the NFC South, you got the Bucks and the Panthers are undefeated.
The Saints.
And the Saints, blew out 2 of their 3 opponents. So definitely the Falcons are at the bottom of this whole mess. And then you only score 17 points against the Giants and get away with a field goal.
Yeah, to win.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Washington.
Yeah, you're gonna pick the 49%.
Yeah.
The other way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm believing more in Heineke.
I do too, but it's just.
And they have a little better of a defense, even though it's not the defense that we remember from last year.
Yeah, but it's the Falcons, dude. You know what they do when they're supposed to lose.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's almost impossible to pick this game, and I'm staying far, far, far away.
Yes, probably. Actually, hey, you want to go ugly? Yeah. I think that's the ugliest game.
Oh, really?
Out of all 4 of them.
Let's see. Because at the Lions, at least you have like
Dan Campbell's ankle biting. Dolphins, you have some fight. My God, overtime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think you're right.
I think it's the ugliest one.
It is the ugliest game.
So stay far away.
Yeah, because they're both 1 and 2.
Desperate.
So they're both fighting to go to 500.
Yeah.
All right. The next game that's in this ugly category, and it just got uglier in the last couple days, are the Titans at the Jets.
I have to retcon my last pick. I had Titans at 90%.
Yeah.
But after hearing the wide receivers are down.
Yeah. So what does that bump it down to?
65.
Okay, I was thinking 70%, so I think we're in the same ballpark.
I'm more semi than you, I guess. Simulation.
Because I mean, what it does with the Titans is it forces them to feed the beast.
Which means the Jets can just play the run.
Yeah, and actually the Jets are halfway decent on the run defense, but still, I mean, no one's stopping 6'3", 245 pounds.
How can you be that tall and heavy and still that fast?
4.4.
Yeah, how can you be that fast and that heavy and tall?
Yeah.
That's like LeBron James.
I mean, the Jets have scored 20 points in 3 games. They haven't scored a touchdown since week 1.
Titans defense is good enough, I think, to stop the Jets.
Yeah, the Titans defense is pretty bad, but still
good enough against
Yeah, it's funny because my friend called or texted me and he's like, "Why is the Titans point spread going down?" Because I want to say it was at like 7 and then all of a sudden it's like at 6, and that which is substantial. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you that A.J. Brown is still out and Julio Jones is going to be out. Because I was listening to this one thing and they said, or I was reading one thing and they said, oh, it's curious why Julio Jones is sitting out in the 4th quarter. So at that point, it must have been that his hamstring was bothering him.
Yeah, they didn't want to
exasperate it. And hamstrings, I'm not sure if you've ever had one. They suck. I mean, just the slightest movement and it's just a pain all up and down, you know.
Well, I know how it is because I did marching band and I would always stretch my hamstrings and quads and legs a lot while marching, so I know it hurts.
For sure.
I can only imagine that.
It's something that needs time. Yeah. No amount of stretching or no amount of acupuncture or massage or whatever.
Or those suction cup things in the Olympics.
Cups,
yeah.
Or let's be dipped in a tub of ice.
Oh yeah. No. Especially in NFL against professional athletes who are going 130% against you.
And you know what? The Titans have this tendency to lose to really bad teams. I want to say like 2 years ago they lost to the Jags.
Yeah.
And then last year they lost to a really bad team. And I'm like, that's just the Titans. You know, they have this little bit of a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
That's why I said 65.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with both wide receivers, it's 90, 95%, you know.
Now it's like, we're going to run, so you're just going to load the box, aren't you?
Yeah.
Come on, Jets.
So, yeah, because my friend was going to take the Titans and the Bengals, like, in a nickel-type bet on a 2-team teaser. So, basically, they just down for the win, you know.
Yeah.
And so, I told my friend, hey, I'm at work right now, but call him and tell him to back off the bet or
lower it a
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he did, thankfully. And oh my god, it's funny because both my friends would have lost probably like a nickel each because they had everything tied to the Bengals.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, like, do the Bengals really deserve that much respect? I mean, they
beat the Steelers.
No, I know that. They're on the come up. Yeah. Right? Because they beat the Vikings, who are a good offensive team.
Yeah.
And they beat the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it was just a little too soon to have that much faith in them. And, I mean, they did win.
No, so it wasn't too soon.
Yeah, man.
They're only good against cellar dwellers and everyone else who's on the first floor of our imaginary NFL power ranking house.
Yeah, I mean...
Are they on the first floor or are they still in the basement?
No, they're not in the basement. They're just out of it.
They're looking down at the storm cellar.
Yeah. And
like, hey there!
And with this win, you know... They're in a more comfortable spot.
Yeah, they get to sit on the couch, maybe.
Right, exactly. Maybe even have some chips and soda and beer, you know?
Yeah, you know who's really in the basement, though?
Who?
The Chiefs. They're probably crying.
Oh, my God. They're not quite there.
You know what I meant, though. Emotionally, they're in the basement. Yeah. Like, oh, we can't believe we lost to Herbert.
All right, so that's enough of the ugly. I want to get away
let's
from
go
the
to the
ugly.
bad.
The ugly, like, you can't enjoy the game. It's not even a very good bet.
Trigger warning. We're gonna leave the ugly on a rope on top of a what is it? The graveyard spike. We're gonna ride off on our horse and make you think you're gonna die.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the bad.
Is this one where we shoot them into the grave and shoot their hat and their gun into the grave too?
Not quite.
Like in the movie.
All right. Out of the bad, it's the Chiefs at the Eagles. Eagles were embarrassed on Monday night.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are 1-2. They should probably be 0-3. Because
Browns collapsed.
They were down 22-10 before the Browns self-destructed and Mahomes did his magic. But sometimes Mahomes tries to do too much of his magic of like trying to throw it across without the looking, you know. I mean,
I know he got picked by what's his name for the Chargers. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
The corner. Dang it.
I mean, it wasn't the best pass, but if you can put your hands on it, you should have caught it. So that one tight end, if that was Kelsey that was catching it,
it might have been Kelsey.
It wasn't Kelsey.
Was it?
It's 85 or something like that.
Oh.
And it went off his hands. And
he's done.
Yeah. So,
I got the Chiefs winning this 75%.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs too. I mean, they've tortured me through the first 3 weeks. I mean, they had to come back 22-10 because I had them for the win, and then I had this amazing payoff. They just had to beat the Ravens. They own the Ravens.
And
then finally, I'm like, forget this. I'm taking the Chargers, which I'm not supposed to bet on them, but you know what? The culture is changing with the Chargers.
Brandon Staley.
With Brandon Staley, of course, getting a lot of that credit and just having an amazing rookie quarterback who I think in a lot of ways has improved over his rookie season.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah. His throws are getting more quality.
Yeah, and then Mike Williams, oh my God, he's a beast.
He's like a true number 2 now.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I would say like, because he's the touchdown maker, you know? And he's like in a tight end body.
Allen is the first down maker.
Yeah.
And then Williams is the touchdown.
Yeah.
Which is a deadly combo, by the way.
Yeah,
freaking Herbert.
For sure.
It's unfair.
For sure. So, you know, it's all about the quarterback matchups on this. I'm still worried a little bit about Andy Reid. But I'm gonna take the.
We know the real reason why he went to the hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
Stress, because my boy Herbert sent him to the hospital. I'm sorry, Chiefs fans. Had to make the bad joke.
So far, the last 2 weeks, he's lost to Justin Herbert, which
Herbert almost beat him his first rookie year. So
yeah, that's true.
Finally caught up to him.
And then Lamar Jackson, who finally got the best of Mahomes by having
the revenge.
A super amazing game, probably the best game of his life, despite his 2 interceptions, which he had early on. If you want to throw interceptions or fumble the ball, do it in the first quarter. Do not do it late in the game.
Is there stats for fourth quarter picks of like losing the game? It's like almost 100% or something like that.
Oh, I probably
something high.
Yeah, for sure.
So don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they go in there, and Philly's a tough place to play. I mean, they probably got the meanest fans. I mean, they pelted rude. Santa Claus.
That's rude, dude.
They'll turn on your own team.
It's the city of brotherly love. How could you say that? Oh, how could you say that, brother?
That's where the revolution started.
Exactly. But yeah, Chiefs definitely win this.
Yeah.
It's only a C though because questions about Mahomes. He's throwing picks like a lot and fumbling.
Yeah, I just think that they don't have as many weapons as they think they do.
And Andy Reid's down for the count.
Yeah, Andy Reid's having issues. And their defense, that's what I wanted to talk about the Chiefs. They're terrible.
What did I tell you? They only had 2 good players, and now kind of showing it now.
They get gashed against the run. They're like at the bottom.
Yep.
And then as far as applying pressure, they suck too. And the crazy part about it is that I think they're one of the teams that blitzes the most. So imagine like you're blitzing all the time.
But no pressure.
And you're still not getting pressure.
Yeah.
That's what I want to tell the 49ers and DeMeco Ryans or John Lynch.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you have to blitz sometimes.
Wait, you have DeMeco Ryans?
Yeah, he's the defensive coordinator. He
used to play in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's a great linebacker.
Yeah, what?
For sure.
He went to coaching?
He just thinks that the front four is the same front four from 2 years ago.
No.
And it's not. They need that. Just one more, Bring the linebacker, bring the corner, whatever. Yeah. I mean, not the corner because they need them.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, but anyway, the Chiefs, like I told you this. Chris Jones can't do everything. The defensive tackle for the Chiefs.
I mean, you got Tyrann Mathieu and you got him.
Tyrann Mathieu can't do everything either in the backfield.
So it's a bad combination. They're giving up tons of points. So I'm like thinking, okay, so if you can't pressure Jalen Hurts,
he's gonna run.
He's gonna run and hurt you.
Yeah, good pun.
Oh, okay. You know what? I didn't even think of that. That's not what I meant, but I'll take it. Yeah.
But yeah.
So and then Do the Eagles have enough of a run game with Miles Sanders to be able to gash the Chiefs? And then all of a sudden this is a closer game than we think it is? I'm just saying, even if it is a close game, Chiefs, please win, because I'm probably going to include you in one of my bets, even though it's against my better discretions.
I'm going to have to argue with you on that not to pick them.
Oh, but dude, I'm going to start running out of teams. I mean, you don't want me to take this game. You don't want me to take that game.
I'm telling you, this whole week is just bad in general.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to take all those. I'm going to take all those bad teams, put them into one, put a certain amount of money on it, and then just go. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's fun.
But you got the Chiefs winning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a C though because questions about Mahomes.
Yeah, for sure,
defense.
Absolutely. I think this is what they need to do to remedy themselves.
They have to.
I think we bought into the fool's gold. It was against the Falcons, and Jalen Hurts looks great, but
he's still good though.
No, he's still.
I think he's probably gonna get Rookie of the Year. Probably.
Who's that?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, he's his second year, so he can't get Rookie of the Year.
Oh, my bad. I keep forgetting he's second year.
Yeah, he played like 4 games last year.
I feel like he's a rookie though for him.
It is. It's essentially
his
rookie season, but technically it's not.
Okay, if it was, he was going to get Rookie of the Year with his yards.
No, I mean, I buy stock in Jalen Hurts, but the rest of the team, they've had injuries to their defensive line. Brandon Graham, that's what his name is. Yeah, the guy who essentially sealed the Super Bowl win for the Eagles, because he's the one that got the
what?
Fumble from, remember, Brady?
Strip sack fumble and Brady.
Yeah, exactly. That essentially ended the game.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. All right. The bad, Giants at Saints. Okay.
Let me get my cheat sheet. Who did I put? Who won? Oh,
I'm sure you took the Saints.
I put Saints 90%.
Okay, that's pretty high up there.
It's high up there for one reason.
Why?
Jameis Winston
Famous
has
Jameis?
yeah, famous Jameis. My
Okay.
bad. Famous Jameis he has a good record and good yards against the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Like their kind of defense.
Oh, okay.
The Giants scheme.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
Why. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I put it so high. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Saints get galvanized because they've been sort of on the road, nomadic, you know, in Jacksonville, playing on the road.
Home.
Now they're home
at the Dome.
The Voodoo
Dome.
The Voodoo Dome. Yeah.
The Giants are out of hope and luck. They've been crushed.
Yeah, you know what?
Season.
They could easily be 2-1 because they had the Washington game, won, and then if they lose 17-14, I think they were up too at one point.
They were.
And
it was the Falcons.
They gave up like 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So it's just okay. I think the Saints win, but I think the Giants cover because they are notorious. They're better's best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think last year they had 6 games that they lost by 3 points.
What's the point spread?
This one is the Saints 7, or it's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Favorite. Yeah,
sounds about right. Still winning though.
Yeah. I like the Saints too. It's just
don't bet on this one.
Yeah, I'm not probably going to bet on this one because the Giants. I mean, they've done some crazy stuff in the past. You heard about the almost 18-0 Brady Patriots.
Oh, I know.
Season?
Eli was on the Monday. If you guys haven't watched that Manning
That's
Monday
good
thing,
stuff. Yeah.
Eli actually got Belichick and Brady to congratulate him on getting his number retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they both had the little message for him.
For sure.
And then,
I
of
mean,
course,
if there's
Peyton made
one
fun of him.
thorn in both of their sides.
2-0 against them, guys.
2-0.
Eli beat both of them in the
I
Super
know
Bowl
there was a
twice.
debate the other day. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not? You know.
For what he did, yes.
Yeah, I mean
Only
the
Super Bowl.
numbers aren't there, and he's got a bunch of interceptions.
It's
sometimes.
the Super Bowls.
But you go to the Super Bowl twice, and you beat one guy beat the GOAT twice.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
The only one.
Yeah. I mean, don't give me like stats and like, oh well, you know, he didn't throw as many.
Doesn't matter.
He's not in the top 10, or he's not of passing yards and touchdowns.
He
and
still beat the GOAT twice.
all those stats that they use, you know, that half of them I don't even know what they mean. So I'm just gonna go on the eye test, and
he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I always thought he had more heart than Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had more of a brain.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think on both of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go with Giants. I'm sorry. That is Saints.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the bad, Texans at Bills. Okay. This is a 17-point spread, and it's funny. I did the numbers because you know me, I love stats.
Yeah.
And the Bills average through 3 games 33 points a game, and they're allowing under 15 points a game. And I'm like, let's do the math. Oh, that's 18.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's 17, and I could see it even climbing more. If I
got Bills winning.
Yeah, no, for sure.
95%.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's a matter if you could trim some of that fat and bring the point spread down.
I just got them for the win.
Yeah.
I don't do point spreads.
I know.
Because my simulations in my head, I can't do the points because it would take me hours to do one game because every single play.
Would you
have to change it?
If somehow you could get it under a touchdown?
Oh, you'd have to have freaking Tyrod Taylor playing for the Texans for it to be under a touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay, so
no,
give me a score.
35-17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
literally
18 points.
See?
Yeah, I know it's really close. So
there's no way it's 7. You're high, delusional. Get off the podcast.
No, I'm just trying to trim it down with a teaser, you know, to where it's okay,
just for the win. The Bills are gonna win.
Okay.
If they lose this, it's over for them the whole season.
I don't know if there's money lines at 17 points, but
exactly, there's no money to be had.
You would have to do a 10 or 13 point teaser to be able to fit the Bills into your bet. But yeah, man, Josh Allen looks great. He looked great last week. They're playing in Orchard Park. They got the Bills Mafia there. The Texans got Davis Mills.
Mafia?
Yeah.
Let's change one letter.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty weak ass mafia.
Yeah, there's only one person in it. Just David Mills.
Yeah. So they're gonna get killed. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did cover the spread. And I mean, you throw Tyrod Taylor in there, and
7 point. Yep, there's your trim.
This is a 1-score game, you know. Yeah. But not.
If only they had him.
I mean, they're almost resorting back to who we thought they were. because
Solid
as long
yeah.
as Tyrod Taylor's out, and then by the time Tyrod Taylor comes back, it'll
be too late. They'll be 0.500 at best with
Yeah.
Tyrod back. But I was right though. I called it when Tyrod Taylor's there. Dirty dozen.
Yeah.
The orphans. No one likes us. Let's prove everyone wrong. They almost beat really good teams, which is insane. They should have won against the Browns.
Oh yeah,
But
for
Tyrod
sure.
got injured.
Yeah.
Not mention the embarrassment. The Browns.
I mean,
God.
if I was the Bills, I would use this game as like a tune-up and be like, okay, we need to
Trap
establish
game.
our run game. No, not necessarily a trap
Don't fall
game.
in for the trap, because remember what I said about the Texans? Desperate, nothing to lose.
Right.
They might not need Tyrod, and then they actually covered the 7 points. And
Yeah,
I'd
but
laugh
then
at
you have Josh Allen come out there and
Yeah.
fling it around.
Yeah, I know. And there'd be a shootout, and we'll have an over.
No.
David Mills has a
Not-
game of his life. They
no,
actually beat
not-
the Bills.
not-
You
not
lose all
against-
your.
not
They
against-
lose all your money.
Not- I lose all my bills.
You get
Yeah.
salty. Yeah, you lose all your 100 bills. Okay. Anyways, continue.
All right, next on the bad, Steelers at Packers.
Ooh, where's my I wrote it down. I got the Packers.
Yeah.
I got the Packers.
I mean, they've won 2 games in a row. I think there's a big boost of confidence when they beat the 49ers.
There's a caveat though.
What's that?
Packers, I only have them at a B minus,
Okay.
80%.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers are desperate. They realize that
Exactly.
they have to,
Mhm.
do what they can to turn their season around.
Steelers are 8-1 or 8-2 against the Packers. The Steelers own the Packers. That's why I'm saying 80%.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tomlin knows how to deal with.
Yeah, I
Rodgers.
mean, these guys play every 4 years. So I think since 1985, the Steelers have won all their games.
Slight rivalry though.
Yeah, but like my
because-
friend says, those
Yeah.
streaks got to come to an end.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's because the Steelers hate the Packers because the Packers beat them that one Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
Was
right.
it 2011?
They've only played twice against each other. That and then another game. So
Yeah.
I think they go to Lambeau.
Packers gonna win.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers O-line is a mess. Big Ben keeps getting hit every time.
He just stands there like
just-
a statue. What
yeah.
happened to Big Ben mobility, running, and crap?
And the defense isn't quite elite because they're missing players.
TJ Watt's the only one they got, and he has a groin injury.
Yeah, TJ
So-
Watt. Yeah, so he's going to be out for a little while.
Poor Steelers. Sorry, Steelers fans. You're terrible towels. Keep them at home.
Rodgers, do not have a letdown. And please beat the Steelers.
B minus. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And the last game on the bad, and you might be a little bit surprised that I have this game on the bad, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from my eyes.
Yeah. You homer.
The Seahawks at the 49ers.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I say bad because at one time, the Seahawks and the 49ers were at the top of their division, but now they're not, and it's the Rams, and you could even say the Cardinals to some degree.
How dare you insult me like that in front of me? It's the Rams and the Cardinals at the top. It's the Niners and the Seahawks at the bottom right
That's
now.
what I just said. I said at one point,
Yeah, I
the
know.
Seahawks and the 49ers.
But the way you said it was like a 49ers fan would say it.
What? No.
I'm just pulling your leg.
You must be, because I got this in the bad category. And
I know.
I have them in the good
I
category.
just like to give you crap.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be a super tight, frustrating
Don't
game.
bet on this game,
No,
please,
no,
for the love
I-
of
no.
God.
It creates double depression. Your team loses,
Yeah.
and then your team causes your bet to lose because all the other teams that you had on there won. Yeah, I've done it before, and it's just double depression sucks.
Tell me who you think's gonna win. I'll tell you mine.
Oh, I mean, I think it's the 49ers. They are playing at home.
Yeah.
They should have beat the Packers, even though they were down 17-0. I think you need to use Trey Lance in a couple more packages. I mean, so far we've seen him twice
Yeah.
in like 2 minutes, and
Did
he
he
has
score
2
on one?
touchdowns.
Yeah, he scored on both, yeah.
He scored on both. The one was a pass, and then this last one, he ran it in with 2 seconds left because I think Garoppolo got hurt or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's crazy.
So, and the thing is with Russell Wilson, he's never in his career lost 3 games in a row. So, and I don't think the Niners have won in San Francisco since 2013. So I'm going to use my friend's streak buster. Like, eventually it's got to end. So it's a super tight game. I mean, you're talking like less than 3 points. You're talking like 28, 27.
Like a 1 point. Yeah.
This game, I hate watching. I really do, because I'm stressed from the moment I watch it all the way down to the end. I mean, 2 years ago, it was Russell Wilson throwing it to his tight end, or I forget who it was, but and it on the 6-inch line.
Yeah.
It just like
he didn't make it in or whatever.
Yeah.
And you were happy.
Oh, I was. I mean, it was just like, oh. So yeah, there's no game that stresses me out like the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Here's my pick. I got 49ers winning. 70%.
Okay.
C minus.
You
said 55.
I said 55, and that's being generous. I mean, it's really more like a 51-49, and I'm not sure if I can even give the Niners the.
I'm only saying 70 because I believe, like your friend, you got to snap streaks eventually.
Yeah.
And the Niners defense is slightly better than the Seahawks defense. The Seahawks defense has been crap.
Yeah, Seahawks defense is
My
bad.
God, what happened?
What
happened?
Yeah.
Explain it to me. How can you lose to the Vikings? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Badly.
I think the Vikings were in desperate mode. They had lost 2 games by 3 points.
Yeah.
And they looked really good. I mean, Mike Zimmer said it was the best they had looked in his 8 years being there. And when I saw the highlights, I was like, you know what? I probably have to agree with you.
For sure. But yeah, you want me to do a score for you there, buddy? It'll give you high anxiety.
Okay.
I got the Niners at 28 and the Seahawks only getting 27.
I think that's the same score I said, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, though, from simulations. You want to see a crazy one, though? I could do a crazy one. 49ers 35, Seahawks 34.
Yeah.
Imagine an over on that.
Oh, my God. I know. I would tend to think that it's going to be the over in that game.
Because the Seahawks actually have...
Because the Niners have major issues on defense.
Yeah, and the Seahawks have a good offense.
Yeah, they both have good offenses, and the Seahawks... Yeah, they got gashed, what was it, 3 touchdowns and 182 yards by the Beast, right? Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And they got gashed, too, by the Vikings. They were just throwing all over them.
So only you had Mostert. Then you could gash them again.
Dude, if we had Mostert, we'd be 3-0 going into this game. I'm telling you, the Mostert thing is...
Killing you, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it's killing the Niners.
Oh, my God. He looked just like he did in the NFC Championship.
But anyway, do not bet on the game, guys. Please.
Yeah,
please.
exactly.
You're going to have a heart attack. It's going to probably be crazy ending.
I mean, if I would... My friend, I was telling him, well, you know what? Throw a whole bunch of points on the Seahawks. Seahawks are the underdog. Road dogs have done really well lately in the first 3 weeks. So just toss a whole bunch of points. Like if he's doing the crazy 13-point teases. So if you're telling me the Seahawks get plus 16, right?
Imagine if they blew out your Niners, how depressed you'd be.
Yeah. No, I don't see them blowing them out, but I see it being a super tight game. So I told my friend, go ahead and take the 16 points.
Yeah, their rivalry.
Yeah. All right, let's get off the bad.
Okay, we're getting to the good?
Yeah, we're getting to the good. We're done with the ugly. We're done with the bad. Now we're going over to
finally
the good.
Getting to Blondie?
Yeah.
Blondie!
All right, this one barely made it into the good. Oh. But we got the Browns at the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings are 1-2, but they had 2 close losses, and they had one of the better performances of last week. I mean, Kirk Cousins was money. I mean, he's throwing it to Thielen and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
I think so, yeah.
Because there's another, like, Jefferson on the Rams that's a rookie.
Dalvin Cook can catch out of the backfield,
Oh, they got 2 backs, too.
Yeah?
I forget who the other back.
Oh, yeah, I remember. He gashed my Cardinals. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, and then the Browns got their own running game going. Now, the interesting part of this game is that Kevin Stefanski, the coach of the Browns, is going back to where he started his career because he was the offensive coordinator for like 3 years for the Vikings.
Oh.
So I think I would think that you'd want to go back to where you were and be able to beat your old team.
Yeah, I have the Browns winning.
Yeah, I got the Browns winning. But you know what? Throw a wrench in it. I asked my friend Tony, and so far he's 4-0.
Yeah.
Against the spread, which is really tough to do. It's sort of easy to say who's going to win, or somewhat, you know?
Yeah.
But, nailed the Cowboys the first week. Then he got the Panthers, and then he got the Titans, and all of them won, like, handily down. And then yesterday he said, take the Jags and the points, because it was plus 7.5.
Yeah.
They should have won the game. They lost by 3.
He made money on that, huh?
No, he doesn't really bet. He just tells me like what to do. I mean, when he goes to Vegas or he goes to Caliente.
Yeah.
But so what's his crazy pick for the week? He's never gonna give me the the Bills are gonna win against the Texans. Oh, thanks, dude. Jeez, I mean, Even my wife knows that, you know. No, he's taking the Vikings, which I could see happening because they're
look good.
They're
Yeah.
underdog, and that's a tight game, and so I could see the Vikings because he's familiar with Cousins because he was his offensive coordinator. So I think he's one of the best play callers in all football, Kevin Stefanski. I mean, he's the one that really turned it around. Usually it's like the quarterback that'll turn it around. But, yeah. And then Baker Mayfield still has that. What do I want to say about him? Help me out here.
That gambler kind of aspect.
Yeah,
he risks it too much sometimes.
Yes, exactly. A gambling type. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. So, oh, man.
It's a D, though, for you, Browns. Only a D.
Dang,
solid 65%. Because the Vikings might gash you, and then it's over.
Yeah, I'm going to go Vikings on this one because they are playing at home, and they got some nice offensive weapons. And, I mean, the Browns' defense did look good last week, but they were playing in the dog pound.
Yep.
So,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
It's a flip of a coin. I wouldn't want to take it on a bet.
Don't take it.
Okay. The next one is sort of a sneaky good game. You have the Panthers at the Cowboys.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
I mean, the Cowboys, yeah. I think so, too, for the win. Panthers are getting +4, so more than a field goal. So most places that I read took the Panthers because they see it as a field goal game. I mean, the Cowboys looked amazing. Can't believe I'm saying that, but on Monday night against the Eagles, the Dak attack, and I mean, you got 3 awesome wide receivers, you got dual running backs, and the defense. Oh my God, Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons.
Man, it's not fair.
Now it's like, oh, dude, I know you were a linebacker, but it's
you're
a permanent
DN.
position. I thought it was like a game time decision, like, okay, because we're hurting on line, or we're hurting on. That's what it was. Lawrence, was out, and so they had to make an adjustment. But that's going to be his new position. It'd be stupid for them to take him because, dude, every time I see him, he is just like breathing down the neck of the quarterbacks and just like either bull rushing or just.
But it's the Cowboys. You know they're going to collapse in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's
every time,
and that's because of their coach.
The curse.
That's the one thing. Like I would take Panthers with a bunch of points here.
Yeah.
They did because Matt Rule. If you give me Matt Rule and you give me Mike McCarthy, who's just
Matt Rule's better.
Matt Rule's
in every way,
way better.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Okay, so it was a minute left in the first half
against the Bucs.
And then it was like going to be 4th down, and it's like, dude, take a timeout and then get in within field goal range. And like he just said that he wanted to play it safe, or I don't know what the excuse was, but I hope Jerry Jones had a talk with him.
He kneels down and runs the clock out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So, man, I'd have to go with the Cowboys, but road underdogs, they've been doing really well. If Christian McCaffrey was playing this game, I'd be a little bit bolder and take the Panthers. They did make a nice upgrade. They lost J.C. Horn, who was a top 10 corner, which you draft that high, that's usually a shutdown corner.
Yeah.
And then they called the Jags, and they're like, oh, could we have your best cornerback, C.J. Henderson, who was a top 10 pick just a year before? I mean, why would you give up on your corner, just because the rest of their team sucks?
Yeah.
Of course he's going to do bad. He's got to hold for like all those seconds, while your defense doesn't apply any pressure to the quarterback. So, I mean, now C.J. Henderson comes in with an amazing front seven, one of the best younger defenses. And I think the defense will be just fine and be able to slow down the Cowboys. I just don't know if Sam Darnold, and he's played amazing. He's 3-0.
Yeah.
His movement in the pocket. Yeah. Being able to run for first downs. I mean, is he going to be able to go blow for blow with the Cowboys? I don't know. With Dak.
What if he does?
If he does, I mean,
You're
wow.
gonna enjoy the
I'm
game.
like, Matt Rule, you said 3-year plan, not 2-year plan. I'm sure he meant a 3-year plan, like playoffs and like let's get rolling,
Yeah.
But they're way ahead of where they should be. Because when I saw that they initially had taken Sam Darnold, I was like, ooh, maybe the 3-year plan's more like a 5-year plan. But I should never question Matt Rule.
No.
Ever since I saw his press conference, I bought
How dare
all
you.
in. Yeah. So, anyways, I think it's one of the more fun games of the week because, most people want to see the Cowboys lose unless you're a Cowboys fan, right?
Yeah, the Cowgirls.
Yeah. All right. The next game, you might. This is the last best game in the afternoon. Oh no, there's another one too. Sorry. Yeah. Is your Cardinals 3-0 against the Rams 3-0? It's only a 4-point spread too, which gives respect to the Cardinals. You know.
Let me flip a coin really quick, and that's who wins.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, Sean McVay is 8-0 against the Cards.
Well, you know what they say, you gotta snap a streak eventually.
Yeah, I see the Cards maybe winning more at home, and then the Rams being on the road. I mean, they just look so good. I mean, is there a little bit of a letdown after they beat the Bucs, after they beat the Super Bowl champs? Possibly. And the Cards, I mean, they are 3-0, but man, they had to have a missed 36-yard field goal, which most kickers. And then a couple pick sixes, right?
Yeah.
And I know I saw that with Trevor Lawrence where he's throwing off of his back foot.
Yeah,
it's
easy
like,
pick
oh,
six.
you're not supposed to throw off your back foot. Yeah,
easy.
This isn't college.
But still have that 31-9 against the Titans. The blowout against the Titans.
Oh yeah, no, I know the blowout against the Titans was nice, but it's almost similar to like when they beat the 49ers who had just come off of a Super Bowl appearance, you know.
Good excuse.
No, they looked more dominant against the Titans than they did against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. I mean, they sort of barely won that game. They took advantage of those situations last year. But yeah, I like the Rams winning.
I got the Cards winning.
Yeah, I know.
51%. I'm not being a homer.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I feel like this is the game.
If there's anybody that could beat the Rams, it's probably the Cardinals because Kyler Murray is his own offense. But on the other side, you have Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I mean, dude, he's always wide open. I'm like,
he's gonna be wide open this game. My Cards defense is bad.
Okay, there's Cooper Kupp
wide
open.
Yep, 20 yards.
Okay. Oh, who's that other guy that's like 10, 15 yards ahead of
Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun. Oh, geez. Okay, he's still a track star.
Buda Baker's gonna have to catch him. Great. Buda Baker.
Well, you know what Buda Baker needs to do? He needs to
drop back 30 yards.
No, he needs to jack him over the middle.
Yeah.
To bust him because Deshaun Jackson is in that same mold as Devontae Smith.
They're small.
They're slender. Yeah, they're injury prone.
He can do it,
but they're track stars.
Buda Baker can be hard.
Just the Rams. You know, I got to give a lot of credit to my boy Sean McVay, boy genius, because Cam Akers got hurt, and then Darrell Henderson got hurt, and the Rams are so based on the play action, you know. But what he do? He's like, okay, I don't have running backs. F it. F the play action. I mean, if you notice it, it's just a lot of drop backs protected by a good offensive line, and then you're throwing to Kupp and Robert Woods and the other Jefferson.
Yeah, who's the tight end again?
And then the tight end
for the Rams is supposed to be really good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Yeah. And
Come on.
And then you know what? Whatever the offense can't do, the defense will. I mean, when you have the best defensive lineman maybe we've ever seen, definitely of this time, and so you have the best defensive lineman in Aaron Donald that takes up 2 or 3 blockers, and then you have the best shutdown corner. I mean, the stats are crazy on Jalen Ramsey. Like, he hasn't given up a touchdown of more than, whatever, I mean, he doesn't get beat. I mean, you can build a nice defense.
I'm just saying, though,
around there.
As a Cards fan, I have to believe in my team.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good for my Cards.
Right.
Basically, Murray has to prove that he can beat a good team.
I know.
And the Rams have to prove that they deserve 3-0.
Would I be safe, or am I falling into?
Do not bet on the Cards-Rams game,
all right,
please.
All right, you're right.
Oh my God,
all
it's a rivalry. It's like like the Seahawks and Niners hate each other.
Yeah.
The freaking Rams and Cardinals hate each other.
I know the Cards hate, and you know
Cards
what?
Rams hate each other. Do not.
I think at some point to your 51%.
Yeah, it's 51%.
Kyler Murray is a winner. He freaking hates losing.
Yeah.
So at some point
in the game,
he's gonna punch the bully back and be like, no, we're not having any more of this.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's at the Rams or if it's at the Cardinals, but definitely. I mean, would you say it's not the game of the week because there's other good.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a game to be lots of fun, lots of points. I mean,
I'm gonna pick over on this.
Oh, over. For sure.
Because the Cards are number 1 in scoring, by the way. They have the most points.
Yeah.
Scored. Yeah, they have 101.
Yeah, so that's averaging 30 points.
Yeah, 31 points a game.
So that's a fun game. Just touchdowns everywhere, you know.
Yeah, please watch.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray versus Kupp and Stafford.
Oh God.
Yeah,
man.
So that one's gonna go all the way down
to the end.
To the end.
If you have any if you're fantasy league, get Kupp and Hopkins. Trust me. Trust me.
God. You know how brilliant that fantasy fantasy owner is that picked Kupp. You know?
Yeah, he's like, yes, yeah.
And it would be interesting to see where he went in the
probably playoffs.
No, where he went in the draft. I mean, in the fantasy.
Probably
draft,
mid first round if you want.
No, I don't think so because it's a bunch of running backs followed by a couple big quarterbacks, followed by the elite wide receivers. And at the beginning of the season, because I didn't know about what's going on with Stafford, I wouldn't put Kupp in the elite. It's easy to put him now because you always say,
fantasy points.
You would go Devontae Adams, you would go Tyreek Hill, you would go DeAndre Hopkins. Am I right?
Yeah.
And maybe a couple.
And then Kupp would be like 7th or 8th.
Yeah. He's more
what happened?
So
now he's
that means he's probably more towards the end of the second round, beginning of the third round. But for all you fantasy owners who took Kupp, which is, I mean, he's going to break records, dude. I mean,
at this rate,
yeah.
Probably 2,000 yards.
I mean, the only guy who can cover him is on his team.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
Right?
Why do you think he's wide open? He practices against Jalen Ramsey. He's like, hey, Ramsey, tell me your secrets.
Yeah.
He's like, this is how you get open.
Yeah. Exactly. See, exactly. You're only like right next to me, but the other corner, you're going to be 15 yards in front of him. So, yeah, the fact that Stafford and Kupp have to go against Jalen Ramsey like every day
in practice.
Practice is
what they say.
Yeah,
iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
That sounds like something that Guccione.
Yeah.
Hopefully, come back, Guccione.
Yeah,
we need you on the show.
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, it's I hope. Yeah, hopefully a little shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's got other priorities,
That's
including football. All right. So the good game, is the Ravens and the Broncos. The Ravens at the Broncos. Yeah.
Mile High?
At Mile High.
In that thin air? I don't know, Ravens.
I know. The Ravens have been a little bit lucky in the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it took Lamar Jackson having the game of his life. It took Mahomes throwing a careless interception. It took Clyde Edwards-Helaire a fumble. He fumbled again in the Chargers game, too.
Yeah, he did.
How many turnovers did the Chargers...
I think 3 or 4. They got a fumble, recover, and 2 picks.
Yeah, and 2 picks. So
and the Chiefs fans were on suicide
like
watch.
4. Yeah. And you know what? In years past, it would have been 14-0, and then you would be like, I know how this game ends. The Chargers lose on the last-second field goal or in overtime.
Nope.
And so it was really important symbolically, or is that the word?
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
Yeah. Statement game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for Staley to go on the road into Arrowhead, and you know what? It reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me of the Eagles Patriots Super Bowl.
Right? Yeah. So they go
where it was like, we're on the 50-yard line, 4th and 2, let's go for it. Philly special. You know, I mean, it was just Doug Peterson was like, I cannot give the ball back. I cannot play it safe.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's what it reminded me with Staley. He's like, field goals don't cut it here. I got to take risks, but not be reckless.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Which I like, you know. I don't know how reckless you could be. I mean, maybe you have to go back to the Belichick 4th and on your own 30-yard line.
Yeah.
You know, against Peyton Manning. I don't know if you remember that game years
ago. I do.
Yeah. So, at first, I would be like, ooh, you know what? I think maybe the Ravens will come in here. Okay, there's some injuries that have hit the Broncos. Jerry Jeudy's out for 6 weeks. The first week he got injured. Okay, so he's going to be welcomed back. And then KJ Hamler, who Teddy Bridgewater asked the coach if his locker could be put next to his.
Yeah, is
out for the year. Mm-hmm. So, but you know what? Let's look at what they do have.
Yeah.
They have the thin air of Mile High, right?
Yep.
Like, I can't breathe. What's going on? You know, I feel lightheaded. And give me some of that oxygen, you know, on the sideline. You still have the defense, which... It's an elite secondary, and they lost Bradley Chubb again. Dude, I mean, that guy is just like sort of a busted, injured, supposed to be star, but's not, you know, versus Von Miller on the other side, who's been amazing, been to the Super Bowl, been a defensive player of the year. So, Okay, I like the Broncos for this one reason. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the injury report, but Lamar Jackson hasn't practiced this week, or there's 2 days where he didn't practice, and he's having back issues, right? Makes perfect sense, right? Your whole backfield's gone, so now the pressure is on you to pass the ball, run the ball for the running back that's supposed to be back there. I mean, maybe it was that cartwheel he did in the air and just tweaked his back, because I don't know what it is.
I know the real reason.
What?
He has to carry his entire team on his back.
He does. Yeah! Zing!
Zinger!
Zinger. That's a good one. Yes. So,
I got Broncos winning 55% though.
Okay, yeah.
That's an F+.
For sure.
Still
Broncos,
win.
super tight game. They have Lamar Jackson has to overcome, like I said, Mile High, the defense, and
Teddy Bridgewater. You keep forgetting Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. He's actually been really good. What's going on?
Do you know where both of these quarterbacks went to school?
The same school, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Louisville.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's the duel of the Louisville quarterbacks.
So, Teddy Bridgewater had some amazing seasons with the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Lamar Jackson came, and he was almost like a black Tim Tebow, Like, he was passing, he was running, he was amazing.
Right.
Like, when I saw him drop all the way down to the first round, I was like, this guy's got something, Little did I know, like, he still needs to work on his...
Wasn't he 32nd?
32nd, yes.
Wasn't it the Ravens, because they won the Super Bowl, right? Or they got 32nd pick?
No, I don't think
traded
they traded
back
or something. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it was. They traded back because they weren't in the Super Bowl, but yeah. So should be a fun game. My buddy, he's dropped a nickel, I think, twice on the Broncos against the Jags.
Of course.
And then last week
Jets.
Against the Jets.
The two cellar dwellers.
Yes.
They're both chained down there. Poor guys.
I think it was like 10 points. And, a double digit sounds like a lot to cover, but it was 26-0,
Yeah.
So, 55% sounds totally right.
Yeah, because
I just think the Ravens' luck is going to run out.
It's getting thin in that air.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to kick a 66-yard field goal, and prior to that play, took 2.5 seconds to hike the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, some of that karma is going to come back on you. And the Broncos, the Raiders are 3-0. They're 3-0. I mean, they're trying to position themselves to be at the top of the AFC West, while the Chiefs are on the bottom, which I'm loving. Anytime the Chiefs and Mahomes can be on the bottom, then what's not to like about it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, ESPN, I have tainted your savior.
Yeah, ESPN. You get too fixated on Mahomes or on Brady. Like, that's all they do. Just shut up.
Well, I mean, for Brady, for the longest time, it was like,
2010.
oh, let me talk about Peyton Manning.
Oh,
Even though Brady had like 3 Super Bowls or 4, and Manning only had 1. It wasn't until like Brady finally won his like
fourth or
fifth that they're like, this guy's pretty good. This guy might even be better than Peyton Manning.
He's been actually Peyton Manning better in the regular season, Brady better in postseason.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, the one thing that I'll give Peyton Manning is that even though he didn't do the heavy lifting, he won with 2 teams. So he won with the Colts and he won with the Broncos. That was one, the defense. He did the minimal amount because it was all about Von Miller and Cam Newton looking at the ball and being like, I don't want to get the ball.
Because Von Miller's there.
Because Von Miller's there, yeah. He must have
intimidated
got
him.
In his head.
Yeah, definitely got in his head.
So lots of good games in the 1 o'clock. I mean, Browns, Vikings, Panthers, Cowboys, Cards, Rams, Ravens, Broncos. I mean, that's 4 games that
still not the game of the week. We know what that is, everybody.
I don't know. The
one that your wife says isn't important, right?
Right. I don't know. I mean, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. It depends where you're asking that question. If you're asking this question on the East Coast,
I know
they're going to say the Sunday Night Football game. If you're asking on the West Coast, people are going to say the Monday night game.
Yeah,
all right,
I wonder why.
Let's get into it. We're going to spend a little bit of time with this. It is the Bucks at the Patriots. Oh my God. I think this is going to be the most wagered, most watched game, most talked about game.
You know what it reminds me of? Brett Favre returning to Lambeau while he was playing for the Vikings.
And they won.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime a quarterback goes back to their old haunts,
I think they usually win.
They usually win. That's usually the consensus. So, the Patriots twice in Foxborough, close, hard-fought win for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then just get obliterated by the Saints. And 3 interceptions. Some of them not his fault. Mac Jones overall has played well. But if you're going to tell me that a rookie quarterback is going to beat Brady,
go toe for toe with him,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
The Bucs are going to win this game. The flip side of it is that Belichick has been with Brady for almost 20 years. I want to say 18. So
he knows him.
He knows him, and so that's a little bit of a scary part. Yeah. But you know what? You can do whatever you want to Brady. You still have to deal with the
Mac
Bucs.
Jones going against that front seven.
Yeah, exactly.
I texted you this last time. I said 65%.
Yeah.
Only because of my bad gut feeling about this game.
Yeah.
It's also Sunday Night Freakies.
It is.
Don't bet on the game, please.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah,
don't say I didn't warn you, though.
I'm not going to take the spread because I don't think that they run away with it.
The Bucs win, though.
But the Bucs win, yeah. So that's what I do.
But only 65.
And if I could get like points with it, where I'm getting like the Bucs +3 or +6, then I'll go with that.
And then we hear this later that night. And Brady's been intercepted for the 4th time.
The only thing I can think of that Belichick could win, which he's done in the past.
Yeah.
No, not pick him off. Beat the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah.
Come over and like
Deflategate.
slightly hit him a second after he gets the ball. I mean, he did it to Montana twice.
Yeah. Really?
In the 86 playoffs when they won 49-3.
Yeah.
He had Jim Burke come up the middle, and Jim just clocked him, and Montana was out for like 2 years. Yep. And then Leonard Marshall fell on Montana and somehow broke his hand. So would Belichick go that far as to hit
he hates
the
Brady.
son?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to hit his son.
Sure. Look.
Domestic abuse. Call CPS.
Yeah, I don't think Brady. He will, though. Yeah, Brady's release is quick, so he's not going to be Justin Fields and hold on to the ball for 4 seconds. You got to get rid of it.
2 seconds.
Two and a half.
2 and under.
Most.
Yeah.
So
can't shake my gut feeling though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna get scared the whole game.
It's all the whole Sunday night scaries.
Yeah.
I wish this game was a 1:00 game.
Yeah, then I would have said bet on it.
This is one of the ones that my friend has tied. So he won the Bengals game, and then he went heavy on the Bengals Bucks, and I think he just put a little bit on the Titans.
I see.
Titans Jets game.
Okay.
So so I mean, I can't argue with my friend. I told him I was going to follow his lead because he's won ridiculous amount of money the last 2 weeks, betting on the Broncos, and then he had a 6-teamer. Remember all those teams last week that we thought might lose or might be close? Bills, Ravens, Browns, Titans, they all won.
Of course.
So he ended up
getting a lot of money.
I was like, dude, it's a 6-teamer. The rule is 4 and under, maybe 5 max. And he's like, sometimes you just got to go for it. So
thanks,
I got to give credit. Yeah. But you know what? You almost lost that bet. It took a doink.
Yeah, the doink.
The doink.
It will be called the doink for forever. I can't believe that's in the archives now.
I know, right?
The NFL record's a doink, guys.
Yeah. All right. So, So you have anything more to say about the Bucs Patriots game?
Yeah. I just the best part of the game will be this beginning and the end.
Yeah.
When you see Brady walk out on that field again.
Yeah.
It'll be so much hype and oh my god. See if they
know,
boo him. I want to see if they boo him or cheer him because they cheered Favre, just letting you know.
They did. And you know what?
So
see if they cheer him. Them cheering.
Like clapping for him. Yeah.
And
then they go angry. Yeah.
Going,
then they hate him.
Kill that son of a bitch.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Traitor!
Yeah. And then the end, does Brady handshake or hug Belichick at the end? Say anything to him at all. That's the big one. So the game itself, no offense, not really gonna watch it.
Walk off
after you,
nothing against him. I just had to use the bathroom.
I have to talk with a straight face.
Yeah, exactly.
But no offense, the game itself, man, I don't want to watch it. The beginning, yes, and the end, yes. I have to see the drama.
Yeah, and Antonio Brown is off of the COVID
so he's
protocol.
back.
He's back, and
that
was the big reason they lost against the Rams. So and you don't think Gronk's gonna want to do a dance?
He is gonna. Okay, if he gets a touchdown, he's doing a dance in the end zone, and he's looking right at Belichick.
Who loves prop bets? I'm like, take
dance
Gronk for the
Dance.
touchdown. They're gonna do the dance. I mean, this game could be over quickly
or not,
or not. But
because Belichick.
Yeah. I just see the defense taking care of Mac Jones, and then the Patriots do have a good defense, but. I don't know. It didn't look so good last week when the Saints were just running amok, and it was famous Jameis. and he's going to be feast or famine. That's the only thing that scares me about that New York Giants Saints game.
Yeah.
I mean, why couldn't the Saints be playing another bad team? The Giants just got that
bad luck, just like the Vikings.
Yeah.
Going a little bit to the right, and my Cardinals fans going, woo!
All right, and then the big game.
The real game of the week, guys.
Real game of the week.
If you live
this
over
is
here.
West Coast,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
AFC West,
yeah.
NFC West are the two best divisions. All those teams are
AFC
out
and
west.
Yeah, yep.
Most of them close to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Raiders.
The Raiders
Against the Chargers. And then how funny does this sound? The Las Vegas Raiders against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Take that back. You're off air. Leave. Yes.
Hey,
Los
I gotta
Chargers.
reach out to my Hispanic population out there.
Yeah, all two of them are listening to you.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think this is the real
groundwork.
Game. Yeah, it's the real game of the week. I would definitely watch this game.
Who's the one? Oh, you said the Seahawks and 49ers was at 28-27?
Yeah.
35-34?
I got the Chargers winning at 51%. It's too close, though.
This is
like, oh my God.
Under a field goal. This is in that same 30-28, you know?
Yeah.
Just, whew.
I'm going to say 30-ish points for each team. Take the over.
Yeah, definitely the over in this game. I'd be shocked if it wasn't the over, especially if you toss a whole bunch of points. In fact, on the teasers, they will only let you take 2, and then you have to mix in, because there's times where if you figure it out right, you could nail all the over-unders because it's so obvious.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because if it's supposed to be like 55 points, and then you do the max, which is the 13-point tease, then it's 42. So you're going to tell me that this isn't going to be a 2017 game.
There's no way. Yeah, this is just going to be in the 30s.
Carr's going to come
20s.
out. He's possessed, like I talked about.
Yeah.
Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs. But and then on the other side, you got Mike Williams and Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. 2 good coaches going at it. You know, the nucleuses of both these teams are just on fire right now.
It's, you know what? I'm going to say it. This is probably the game of the week for me.
Absolutely.
Because... You know how the Seahawks and your Niners hate each other, right?
Yeah.
The rivalry?
Oh, yeah.
The Chargers-Raiders rivalry is probably just as bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and all those years that the Chargers own the Raiders.
Because of LT.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it hurts the Raiders as much as it hurts the Chargers, because I think next week they play the Browns. So.
Oh, God. The Chargers have to win this game.
Yeah.
It's the AFC West. You have to win these games.
It could be at the end of the week where the Chargers are 3-1 and the Raiders are 3-1 and the Broncos are 3-1.
4-0. Can you imagine that if the Broncos are 4-0?
Yeah, I mean they could, but in the ideal Chargers way,
3-1 for everyone.
Yeah, and since they beat the Raiders, then I guess technically they would be number 1 in their own division. Yeah, I told my friend, he's like, and he's listening because he's our most devoted listener.
Oh, I bet.
He's the one that just comments back.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't believe in the Raiders. He's like, you had the Raiders higher than the Chargers, and I'm like, hey, I put the Chargers back in the top 10, and I'm like, if they beat the Raiders, I guarantee you I'm throwing them right into the top 5.
Yeah.
You know, because they beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and to get the big Monday night win game against the undefeated Raiders, who actually have a defense. So he's like, all right. So I'll end up talking to him today. So we'll see.
I guess I'll directly talk to your friend too. So friend,
he's a huge
the Raiders.
fan.
Oh, I know you're huge Chargers fans.
Yeah.
You got to give credit to the Raiders, even though I know you hate them.
Yeah.
Their defense is actually really good. The offense is just playing like high octane fuel. I don't know how to explain it. They're actually a threat. So the Chargers have to beat them. So you have to give them at least that much respect. Okay?
Yeah. Because what it does is if the Chargers do beat the Raiders, it jumps you up there. So you're not beating a bad team.
And if the Raiders beat
you give
the
them
Chargers,
the credit
you're in trouble.
so that when you do beat them,
yeah.
then you could be proud of your Chargers and they fly up the power rankings.
You don't want the Raiders to win because if they go 4-0, I don't think the AFC
I'm
West
just blown
is
away
be
by this season.
Yeah.
That we're talking about the Raiders and the Chargers and the Broncos, like all in the top 10, I believe.
Yeah, we did, and not the Chiefs.
Yeah, and then the Chiefs, I think.
You're still in top 10 for you. Yeah, they never dropped top 10. The Chiefs.
I think I had them at 12, just because they're 1 and 2. They should be 0 and 3.
But they're not not going to the playoffs.
No, I
so
mean they're
still
still fine. They're going to bounce back against the Eagles.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I thought they were going to go 20-0 for the season. Remember?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were going to go 17-0 in the regular season, and then the thinking,
18, 19, 20. Yeah.
The prevailing thought was that the Chargers would be the wild card.
Yeah.
And that the Raiders, with their bad defense, and with the Broncos with no star quarterback there, that they would be a middling 500 team. Let's go back to the drawing board, but that is not the case.
But yeah, here, Chargers fans, Chargers are going to the playoffs this year.
Yes,
I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to even guarantee a win in there, like one win.
At least, yeah. But the problem is if you let the Broncos go 4-0 and the Raiders go 4-0, you're chasing after two teams.
Right.
So Chargers have to win this game. It's a must win. The Raiders can afford to lose
you know what?
this game.
I only think that at most, how many teams come out of the AFC West?
I was about to say a little prop bet with you, a little joke, a little bet joke.
Okay.
Imagine 4 teams from the AFC West go to the playoffs and 4 teams from the NFC West go to the playoffs, and then we just slowly stare at ESPN's East Coast elitism.
So basically, you're saying like 8 of the 14 spots.
Yeah.
Which is more than half of them.
Yeah, would be West Coast.
It would be like 60% or
would be West.
Let me
see. Here, go ahead. I'm going to make the bet right now because the Chiefs aren't going to have a losing season. There's no way.
Okay, it's 57%. We'll round it up to 60%. Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. Imagine
but
if
you know
all those
what?
teams...
I only think that, like the NFC West, I think that there's only 3 teams. Hopefully the Seahawks get left out.
You say that, but I want them to get in because I'm an NFC West fan. Because I hate the East Coast.
I understand
all their elitism.
That. But with the Saints sort of having something and the Panthers sort of having something.
Yeah, they might steal it.
Yeah. At first we're like, oh yeah, those teams aren't. So the same thing's going to happen with the AFC West because
one of them's going to drop.
You have the NFC North, which the Browns and Ravens are going to be battling back and forth.
AFC North.
What did I say?
You said NFC North. I was like, the Packers are fighting us? Crap.
No,
throw in the towel.
No.
It's over.
No, the AFC North.
Yeah, the Browns.
Yeah, and then you have the pesky Bengals that
are
the
Bengals.
Like, hey, we're 3-1. Don't forget about us. We'll take Pittsburgh's spot. Pittsburgh is going to be at the bottom of that thing, and so it was like all season people were putting certain teams in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
They were putting the Steelers, and I was like,
no.
But then all of a sudden they beat the Bills, and I'm like, okay, maybe that camp is right. No,
wrong.
No, yeah.
It was a bad punt.
Bad offensive.
That's all it was.
Bad offensive line. All 5 new starters.
Ben's gonna retire this season.
Ben looks like he should retire. Yeah. Key pieces of that defense are either injured or were traded.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that Monday night game. I'm gonna try to watch as much of it as I can. Try to take my lunch.
I'm gonna go watch Manning Monday.
Yeah, I really like that.
I'm gonna watch them while they make fun of my game.
For sure, yeah. And then the guests that they bring on.
It's gonna be me or you, definitely.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We're gonna banter with Peyton Eli, and I'm gonna talk to him about him beating the Patriots twice, man.
Exactly. We'll get our due diligence.
15 minutes of fame.
All right. So anything else you want to talk about football before we move on to 5 random questions? Which from now on we are only doing 5 random questions on Friday. Tuesdays we will just do the recap, power rankings, and our reactions to some of those games.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
No, that's it. Okay. So I got all my percentages down, and
I
said what I said. Okay.
All right.
He doubted me, but then the Bengals won, so I said what I said. Yeah. Didn't stutter.
No, I mean I thought that the Bengals were going to win. I just wanted a higher percentage so that
I'm realistic.
Would have good enough faith to be able to place that bet. But then a series of events started to happen. Like I said, the Titans thing, which was connected to the Bengals, and then you said 55%, and then my friend Tony's like, take the Jags, which was plus 7.5, and then I'm like, I had it right there, ready to press enter, with my other picks, and I'm like, I don't even know the other 3 teams are gonna win. I really have to dissect this. I'm off, and to have that going on at work.
Yeah.
While I'm working makes me, what's the word?
Anxious, right?
No.
Anxiety.
When the worker's not that good.
Oh, not so good.
Not an efficient worker.
Yeah, inefficient.
Yeah, because I mean I'm looking and it's like 7-0, 14-0, and if I had put money on that, and then had to wait all the
distracted,
way to distracted, yeah, exactly. That's why on Sundays I'm like, oh man, I'm a mess. I mean, I'm probably not the worker that I am most of the week, but even me working at the pace I do, it's still better than most. So.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 5 random questions.
All right.
how are you still? And with you, you're sort of still close to your younger age.
Yeah.
Unlike me, that I'm an old man. And
Yeah,
my
you
younger
old
self
man.
is
Yeah,
like, oh
Brady.
yeah, I remember those days.
Time to throw you on
All right.
Brady.
Yeah. I know. I'm 5 years older than Brady. It's sad.
Jeez.
All right. Are you still? Okay. How are you still similar to your younger self?
I still play video games.
Okay.
And I still enjoy doing make-believe, but not the make-believe like kids. It's
Oh.
called Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yes.
We're on the same page as everyone else, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Definitely how I'm the same. Differences, though, I'm just, my number's higher. I still look young, though.
Oh, okay.
I still get carded at bars,
Yeah, I know, for
something that
sure.
won't happen to you, old man.
No. If I wear my mask and I have my hair right,
Yeah, right.
No, I usually trim about 10 years. So when I was in my 30s, people thought I was 20s. When I was in my 40s, people thought I was 30s. And now that I'm 1 year away from 50, people
You're
think
like
I'm in my
40s.
late 30s, early 40s. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Me too.
That works out.
I'm 10 years younger.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my full hair. I mean, there's some white hairs in there, but they haven't completely.
Here comes the
Yeah.
baldness as soon as
Yeah.
you said
Oh,
that. You
no,
jinxed yourself like you jinxed the Padres this season.
I'm pretty sure from what I read on biological or genetic factors
Yeah.
is that your mother's father a lot of times determines that
If you're bald?
if you're bald, and my grandfather had his hair all the way till the end. So
Oh,
I'll just
cool.
have to deal with like receding hairline because I got the biggest freaking forehead in the
Just
world.
like Peyton.
No,
You know
no,
what we're
not
missing
Peyton.
out on?
Peyton's forehead's way bigger than mine.
Are you sure? You know what we're
Yes,
missing out
because
on?
like when Peyton Manning walks into the room, that's all you could focus on. With mine, if you get to know me after a while, you're like, oh yeah. And if you see my dad, you're like, okay, I see where the big forehead.
You know what we're
came.
missing out on? Free
What?
advertisements on your large forehead. I'm just going to start painting it.
Yeah,
Sports Truth.
it's very true. All right.
Credits go to you.
Oh no, I didn't say what mine was.
Yeah, what's
right?
yours,
Okay,
buddy? Yeah,
okay.
what's yours?
Man,
What do you do that's the same?
In a lot of ways, I'm still a child. I mean, if you ask my wife, she would
Oh yeah,
tell
she
you,
still takes care of you.
still
Yeah, I
takes care of me.
noticed.
But yeah, a lot of the funner stuff. I mean, I love watching cartoons with my kids. I
Oh,
like playing
jeez.
all those board games. I like watching my shows and having my blankets and having my treats. So very sugary. I still haven't left that part. I probably should because I'm getting ready to enter my 50s and diabetes and.
You know what's coming though?
But,
The colonoscopy.
oh,
Yeah, they're gonna have to check your
colonoscopy,
colon.
prostate
'Cause you're 50.
cancer.
Yeah, you have to.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
my
it's gonna
God,
suck.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I'm probably still more like a child than I am an adult.
Me too.
That's probably why people think I'm younger than I actually am because I act like a child.
Age is only a number.
Yeah. All right. What historical figure would you love to see in the 21st century life?
Oh boy. I definitely have to go with my boy Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Because I think he'd be happy in a way, but also kind of disappointed by our lack of progress on the
Oh,
civil
right.
rights front. He'd be like, "What the hell? I died for this?"
Yeah.
Like he would be completely disappointed.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah.
I freed them, and
And
this is how you're still
treating them. Yeah, badly. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think 100 and more, a little bit more than 150
something,
50
yeah.
years later, because 1865, right?
Like,
he dies.
We've made good progress, yes,
Yeah.
but we
So,
can
yeah,
do more.
Yeah.
But he'd enjoy all the technology. He's like, "Oh wow, I can finally do my speech, and everyone can watch me on YouTube or whatever all at once. Great!" And then he'd turn like, "Oh, that's still a problem here."
Yeah. It'd be funny seeing him with his tall hat and his beard and.
He'd have modern
Oh,
clothes
would he?
on. So he'd have a modern top
Oh,
hat with all the technology on it.
Wow.
He'd have a smartwatch, all that. He looks
Huh.
spiffy.
Yeah. He was a voracious reader, so
And
I
he's
could
tall.
see him being tall for.
He'd
that
read
time.
one of those Kindles or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd
He'd
read
be
all
on
the
his
books.
Kindle or iPad. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He looked very dapper.
Well, let's see what happened with France and England and exactly.
Definitely. How about you?
This one I narrowed it down to 2 just in case you picked one of those 2.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to either go with Jesus, walking around the planet. You'd probably see him
He'd be
hanging out
disappointed.
downtown, with the
Disappointed.
homeless and the drug addicts and
Yes.
the prostitutes and
The
people
the
thinking
the
he's
poor people. Yeah.
thinking he's a crazy, whatever
Jew. Because
yeah,
he's Jewish.
Yeah, crazy.
Sorry, guys, he's not
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah.
He's Jewish.
Exactly.
Just letting you know.
Yeah. So either that or Hitler.
What? What is wrong with you? Oh, you were watching that comedy thing on Netflix or whatever, Hulu. What is it? The one where Hitler comes back
Oh, he does?
to modern times?
No way.
Something like that. Just watch
on
it.
Hulu? Oh, yeah.
Or, I don't know what it's on, but there's something where he comes back to modern times. And he's like, "What the hell?"
My wife's like, "Are you watching something on the History Channel or one of those other History Channel types?
Yeah.
Something about Hitler."
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is.
What is wrong with you?
Fascination.
He's evil.
I know he's evil, but
What's
just how
wrong?
one man could cause so much
pain,
unrest,
suffering, and killing.
Pain, suffering.
I mean,
that's why I would almost want Jesus and Hitler there at the same time.
Why would you do that?
Because on the show The Preacher,
of course, another show.
Jesus is there and Hitler is there and the devil is there. It is one of the most amazing. It was a comic book.
Oh, really?
And then they turned it into a series. Yeah, and the preacher had powers and oh man, for any of you who haven't seen, it's only like 4 seasons, and all 4 seasons are amazing. You get to see Jesus, you get to see Hitler, God, the devil, the Pope, who's a mean son of a bitch. So so those two walking around, especially Hitler, like walking around, like I want him walking around like downtown New York, you know.
He'd get upset. Because it's too much. He's like, too much diversity.
All these Jews doing run around here. Oh my God! Did you see that there was a black man with a white woman? Just all these like.
He'd be so racist.
He's the biggest racist of all time, and just for him to I would want him to
suffer.
I definitely want him in New York versus like what are some places he would be safe? I guess anywhere in the South.
Hey, don't offend our Southern viewers.
Maybe Idaho.
You're bad.
Maybe
no, send him to modern Germany because everything that he did was censored.
Yeah, exactly.
He would never. It's like he never existed.
Where's my statues?
Where's nothing.
Where's my
swastika?
Eulogy? Where's my
everything?
Like, where's the swastika that used to be on the top of the building?
Censored.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we would start him off in Germany. To
make
let him know
suffer.
all he did has been erased.
For nothing.
And then we would send him to New York
to make him suffer.
Exactly.
Fun fact, guys, don't forget, Stalin's still the most evil man ever. He killed more people than Hitler.
Well, is it him or Mao? I mean, they're both. I mean, Mao killed a bunch
Hitler,
of people too.
And Stalin are bad.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy that Mao and Stalin killed a bunch of their own people. While Hitler never did that. So it's like, in a way, okay, he killed other people because it's war. Shouldn't have killed the Jews. But I mean, at least he wasn't so demented that, I mean, how do you kill your own people, you know?
Because they're a threat to your power.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's what despotism is.
I guess maybe if he had gotten to power and things went this way instead of that way, you know, like they do get the jet, they do get the nuclear bomb, which it seemed that they were within a year of that happening.
I'm gonna stop you right there, buddy. As a military history buff, the Germans lost the war the second Japan declared war on America. You were never gonna outproduce America.
That's true.
You were never gonna outmaterial America. It was over. I don't know why Hitler did that.
I'm just saying that they could have like dragged out the war a little bit.
They might have got a ceasefire.
I mean,
maybe.
And then I mean, if you're starting to have jets go against like these rinky-dink, you know, airplanes.
Gonna stop you again right there. Right. Those jets, high maintenance. Not enough materials. Running out of fuel.
That's true.
1 or 2 hits from machine guns are going down because they're actually rather fragile.
Well, what happens if they actually get the bomb and they throw it on
England or New York?
Well, no. I mean, maybe
you're not going to get the nuke over the English Channel. The Royal Air Force at the time had far superior and more planes than Germany. And number 3.
Okay, how about this? He never goes into Russia, right? Stalingrad.
And only focuses the West.
Focuses on the West. That should buy him enough time to. Yeah, maybe a stalemate.
Then he can actually get a peace treaty.
So there's never going to be the 1,000-year reign.
No, but it wouldn't be. He wouldn't have lost in 1945. It would have been like, okay, if they didn't find out about the Jews, if Britain didn't find out, whatever, this is your hypothetical War II. Germany would still be around as a fascist Germany. Right now. But no, it didn't happen because he's an idiot. He never attacked Russia during the winter, guys. Napoleon tried it, it didn't work. And then Hitler tried it didn't work. If you want to try that crap again, it's not going to work.
I was watching it the other day, and like when he first started, his general of the army was like, "That's great, we're doing all this, but we're not going to war." And then he finds some dirt, right? And I guess what had happened is that the girl he was married to, the one Hitler and Himmler and all those people went to, she's a prostitute.
Yeah, of course.
So, and then he came to him and was like, I found out your wife's a prostitute. That doesn't probably look good.
Yeah.
And then he steps down, and then they're trying to get dirt on the other guy. They push him out, and then Hitler's like, okay, I know the perfect general, or it's himself, which was a bad idea because, as a military strategist, he's not the best.
He's not a military strategist.
Okay, we got Stalingrad. Oh no, we're gonna go way down here and go steal their oil.
Barbarossa.
Exactly.
Operation Barbarossa.
You
did not go well.
had him pinned, but I don't see how they maintain Russia, and then they got to go fight the front on the west, and it would have just prolonged the war. I mean,
probably the 1948.
Yeah, exactly.
Still wouldn't have mattered though.
That's the year
in the
of
hypothetical
the Israeli the recognition, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened though because the war still would have been going.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Yep.
My wife wants to eat. I want to eat. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. What is one stereotype about your ethnicity that you actually embrace? This was given to me by my wife on a Reddit, so it's legal.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's legal. Stereotype about Asians?
Yeah, that you embrace. That's like a stereotype, but hey, you know what? I'm going to take this because it works for me.
People asking me to help them fix things.
Fix things?
Yeah, because I'm actually really good. I'm a fast learner. I can figure out stuff.
Are you talking on a technological level? Or
technological, mechanical, pieces, anything. Like something's broken, I can help fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, I embrace that.
And Asians or Koreans are known for that?
Asians in general are known for like tech support or like fixing things, the stereotype.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just help you. So I just help them. They always come to me. I'm like, really? You're coming to me? Is it because I'm Asian?
I cannot
and they never answer.
Figure out this calculus problem.
No, not math.
Not math. Okay.
Like, say a bucket's broken or something, they need to put it back on the hinge or whatever. I can do that.
Okay.
If your computer or your phone, your computer phone's not working, I can help you
all right.
fix
it.
So
you're in one of those cars. What do they call those cars?
Smart cars.
No, the little bug cars, and then they have like, fixing computers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I forget what the name of it is.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's you driving around. Here, let me fix it.
Let me fix that. Yeah, money. How about you?
Okay, so
you can jump high, right?
No, definitely not. No, mine Hispanic, right? Yeah. And there's a lot of them. I mean, most of them true. But I would probably say that a Mexican, or Hispanic
stereotype that you embrace.
Yeah, I mean, throwing a freaking awesome party.
There we go.
Yeah, the food, the drinking, the music. I mean, you never go to a Mexican party and we're like, oh, sorry, we ran out of food.
No, it's La Chona. Or gasolina, or
gasolina. I said that to a girl the other day at work. Because she was working at the gasoline place at Costco. So I'm like everybody knows that song. I've heard it too many times bartending at Quinceañeras. That's mainly where they play it.
Yeah.
But
one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna embrace that hard, because like I'm telling you, I mean, and throughout my family on the holidays, Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, we have a ridiculous amount of food, plenty of alcohol, the music's going.
You gotta invite me.
Yeah, some people are dancing. I have 2 left feet. I didn't get that part of the rhythm and the the cumbia and the salsa and all that stuff. Like, if you see me dancing,
your ancestors are very sad.
They're disappointed in me. How does this guy have no rhythm? So maybe a little too much European blood on that part.
That's
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Cool. That's a fun one because that's one like you're not supposed to talk about, but like hey,
it's fun.
Yeah. All right.
Good pass.
What do you think would be the most boring job in the world for you? And I know mine. What's yours? And if you don't know, then, or if you got some time to think about it, or if it just came to you, because I could go if you need that time.
Being a painter, having to paint rich people's houses and having to deal with their crap. My friend's a painter. I have the utmost respect for him for dealing with that crap. So shout out to my friend who's a painter. You're great. I'd be so bored and so upset at the clients. I could never do it. I can't paint. No, I wouldn't do it. So shout out to my friend who's a painter. Let's see. See what yours is. I have a feeling, but go ahead. Please confirm my thoughts.
Man, Emily always makes good food.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, confirm your thoughts.
Yeah, confirm my thoughts. What's your most boring job for you? Come on, let me see if I'm right. Thinking it.
If you're thinking La Vida Real,
No, I'm not.
close.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm thinking in my head.
Right. Okay.
Come on.
I doubt you're gonna get this one. Okay.
It's in my head right now. I want
No,
to see if I'm right.
It's not, and maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, that one's boring too. Okay, the most boring job in the world happens to be at Costco. Okay.
Oh, I'm close. I might be right. Keep going.
Folding clothes. Is that what you were thinking?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm like, he doesn't want to
God.
fold clothes
Oh,
or something like that.
I thought for sure. Yes.
I got it. I got the
Oh,
ESP from guys from my Asian heritage. I got the
Okay.
ESP.
All right. Yeah.
I was like folding something or stocking something. He doesn't want to do it. I
No,
can tell.
stocking I don't mind
Yeah.
because like, okay,
Yeah.
boom, I'm done.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I can use my strength. I can use my quickness.
Is it folding the clothes that are on those giant tables out in Costco? I buy some clothes from that sometimes.
No, I know that.
Must
but
be
like,
you.
Okay, so we finished early in the merchandising department where
Yeah.
we're stocking the freezers and the juice aisles and all that.
Hey Milton, can you go fold some of the?
Yes, that's
And
what
you're
they
like,
told
no.
me. And usually what I
Yeah.
tell them is I don't fold clothes, but
Yeah.
like my whole crew was there and they're like, oh, you just have to do it for 5 or 10 minutes. So I was sitting there
For like half an hour.
badly folding clothes. I still don't to this day know how to fold it. My mom folded it
'cause
for
you're a
me.
child.
Yeah, I'm a child. My
Me
wife
too.
folds it for me. You don't want me folding clothes, okay? I
Tell
mean, I make
Costco.
them look worse. I know that's why they don't have me do that,
Mhm.
And so I turned to my merchandising friend and this younger guy, which I think that's what the issue is.
Yeah.
And I say, if they paid you $30 an hour, would you do this full time? It's like, hell yeah, I'd do it. And I'm like, dude, you don't realize. I feel bad for all the girls because mainly it's the girls. I see some guys do it,
Yeah.
but it's just like the carts. Mainly guys do it, but every once in a while I see a girl do it. It's just, and they're bored by it too, and they actually do a good job. Like just to sit there in the same place. Let me fold. Let me move over to here.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that they have going is that they talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
But
You don't like talking to people.
yeah, if they transferred me over to the clothes department and I had to fold within a week, I'd be gone because I'd be like, obviously you don't realize what my talents are, what my weaknesses are. So yes, folding clothes. That's why I don't even
definitely have to go to your Costco now to heckle you. Yeah, I'd like all to see all these closer and I'll like pretend to try all of them on so I have to refold them all.
Be like some people in produce looking for that magical
Oh yeah,
fruit.
yeah.
They're
They
looking
touch
for that
every
right size.
single
I can't
one.
find a large.
And they're all on the
here they
ground.
are.
Yeah, like all over
exactly.
the floor. Yeah.
Can you fix your mess?
No.
That is
No,
your
bye.
job.
That's your
what
job,
was
bye.
one person told this other guy. Like
Yeah.
he was doing the samples, and
Like, that's your
people
job.
leave the cup of samples sometimes full. Like you'll find them all over the place.
Yeah.
And so the guy's like, "Oh, there's a trash over there if you want to put it in," because he called him out on it. And the guy's like, "No, that's your job." And he's like, No, you don't understand. And then so the guy went to the manager, and then it ended up being okay. It was like you give the members some voice, but then you're like inside you're thinking, "Geez, don't be so freaking lazy. There's trash cans everywhere."
Yeah, there
Don't
is.
be
I noticed that.
disgusting.
Costco's a
Are
lot
you
of trash
spreading
cans.
COVID?
Yeah.
By putting little
How dare
pieces
you.
of bacteria everywhere, or viruses, I should say.
Yep.
All right, last question.
Yep.
How long could you go without talking?
A week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can read, play video games, watch movies, TV shows. I don't have to talk at all.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't realize how easy it is for me.
Okay, for me, that's a tough one.
Yeah?
because I love talking.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
Leo.
But you know what? I don't talk at work like a lot of other people that I see talk at work, and I'm
Yeah.
like, if you're talking, you're not working. You know?
Mhm.
Oh my god. Do
I
you get
know.
paid extra for
La
talking?
Vida.
I mean,
I wish I did. Then I'd talk all the time.
exactly.
I talk a lot at work,
Imagine
but
La
not
Vida,
home.
but even worse. You know?
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's been pretty bad.
And I wouldn't be able to go too long because I have to talk to, but to just it would be tough. I just always remember that Twilight Zone where this guy got upset at this other guy that talked too much, so he put him in a sealed room for a year to see if it didn't talk.
Yeah.
And then the guy didn't think he was going to, and then he didn't want to pay the guy, and then the guy shows that he cut out his tongue or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, don't worry. La Vida was bad.
like my wife would probably have no problem with this, and there's other people that are just they don't say a word pretty much all day, but
Me too.
yeah, somehow I like to hear myself talk. So
Yeah, yesterday I had to solo open at La Vida.
what?
Not solo open. I had to do like the first seating by myself because people called off.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah,
It's
that
terrible.
the managers are having to even take orders because
They do.
Yeah, if they, you know what, if they just treated their employees better, and someone was there. Anyways, any other last questions? Because I gotta go eat.
How hungry are you?
You know what? Hungry because I didn't eat breakfast. I just had a cup of coffee, and the burrito that I'm going to share with my wife sounds awfully good.
All right. Well, you have fun at your little appointment. I'm going to go home.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everybody.